I will bless the Most High at all times, and his praises shall continually be in my mouth. I want to say good morning, everybody. I pray all is well. My title says, God don't never answer my prayers right away. And I was talking to a sister just yesterday, powerful conversation, and that conversation led me to this title, this Real Talk video. I won't reveal her name, but as talking with the sister, our beautiful sister, she kept saying in her conversation that God never answers my prayers right away. And I thought about that. How many of us get mad and angry when our prayers are not answered right away? And by prayers not being answered right away, a lot of times what most of us do is we get angry, we complain, and then we want to get ahead of the Most High because he's taking too long. And I'm going to say something that I always tell people. I'm so glad that a lot of my prayers, especially back then, didn't get answered right away. Because first of all, I wasn't ready for a lot of what I was asking for. That's the thing too. A lot of people are praying for things to happen, but not really ready for them when they come. And I'm so glad that the Most High is so awesome and loves me so much that he knows what's best for me. He knows what I need and he knows what I don't need. And my sister, I hope you're looking at this video because you said some powerful things. But I want to lift you up in this video and say, we still got to wait on him. And that's the part that a lot of people have a problem with, is waiting. I remember in one of my old relationships, I told my girl at the time, I said, you're always praying for patience, but you don't want to wait on nothing. You just don't want to wait. You pray, then you complain, then you get mad, and then you do your own thing. And then you turn around and pray for God to bail you out of whatever it is that you got yourself into that didn't have nothing to do with God. She used to get mad at me, but I don't care. The truth hurt. Some of us are praying for patience, got the nerve to pray for patience. Lord, give me patience, but don't want to wait when the Lord say, wait. The Lord will tell us yes. The Lord will tell us no. And the Lord will definitely tell us not yet. It's not your time. And when we can get that in our head that it's on his time and not our time, that's when we really start moving forward. And she said, she just kept saying, but God never answered my prayers right away. When I prayed for a husband, when I prayed for this, when I prayed for that. And she kept talking. She said, JT, I'm gonna keep it real with you, brother, because she said, I'm 45. I got 5 children and no husband. She said, I got different baby daddies. A couple of them are in jail. And she said, and every time I prayed for the Lord to send me a husband, he acted like he didn't hurt me. And I said, and every time you prayed to the Lord for your husband, you go get somebody else because you got tired of waiting on the Lord. She said, yeah, that's true. I said, and the consequences behind that is, I say the children are a blessing regardless. I say, but the consequences behind that is you single with 5 kids. You stuck on government assistance. I say you feel like you have no life at all because your life done became, I got to take care of these babies. I'm on Section 8. I got to get this. I got to get that. I need the WIC. I need help. But I said, but when you prayed, you didn't want to wait because the Lord already knew that you was not ready for what you was praying for because you wouldn't let go of what you was already holding on to. I'm not saying this to down you ladies because it's on both sides with men as well. We got men that don't have no patience, don't want to wait, and they keep on messing up and getting somebody else pregnant, and next thing you know, we got another child out of wedlock. We got another man on child support. We got another woman that's raising a child by themselves because of the consequences that we make in this life. Somebody else getting ready to go do another abortion right now. Because of the consequences that we are doing, because of the choices that we make, then we have to deal with the consequences. And I kept thinking about that as she said, I just don't never get my prayers answered right away. See, this right away thing Same thing Abraham and Sarah did, trying to help God out. Every time we try to help God out, boy, it looked like we fall further and further backwards. Because God don't need us to help him out. We need him. God knows exactly, the Most High knows exactly what he's doing, how he's doing it, and when he's doing it. Who gonna tell the Creator what to do and like the Creator need help? So I thought about that title once again. I don't never get my prayers answered on time, not right away. And some of us know good and well if we was to get certain things right away, we wouldn't do nothing but mess it up. I was talking to one of my boys the other day. He loved the casino. All he do is take his money and go blow it. It's his money. He can do what he want with it. But I said, he always praying for a whole lot of money. And I said, you know why the Lord probably ain't gave you that yet? And that was just my opinion. I said, because he already know you're going to blow it. First chance you get to blow it, you're going to blow it. But yet and still you praying for money, but you gambling and losing money almost every other day of the week. You don't just play the scratch offs, but you go to the casino, and then on top of that, you got a million habits. Smoking problem, a drinking problem, but yet and still you walking around talking about you poor. Yeah, you're a poor steward. You're not poor, you're a poor steward that don't know how to manage money. And I keep just thinking about this today. I don't never get my prayers answered right away. And let me just be real with this. Sometimes what you think your answer gonna be, it might be something totally different. And sometimes it is your answer by no. Because the Lord is looking out for us at all times. I remember I thought I was going to go to school, get a degree in this and that, and old folks, you say you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. And all the plans that I had didn't seem like none of it lined up right. I was just telling my nephew this because he just graduated. I said, and don't be mad when things ain't going right, because see, sometime when we get a little older, 18, 19, going on 20 years old, when we at that age, we think we know something, don't we? And we think we know what's best for our life. And then when our stuff don't happen right in our life because our blessings and our prayer didn't get answered right away, we tend to make some huge mistakes. We do. And I remember growing up, and the Lord had a whole other route for me to go on. Because he said, I hear what you want to do, JT. I hear what you're saying, but that's not what I have for you. I got something better for you. That's why now you see me all in ministry so much. It wasn't about me being that big time producer and hanging with the rappers and the R&B singers. I had a whole other route I was going, y'all. That wasn't the plan that the Lord had for my life, because the Lord looked way down that road that he already knew anyway, and he said, that ain't nothing but trouble. And JT, if you go down that road, you're going to be in the penitentiary before you're 30 years old. You might be dead by hanging with the wrong crowd before you're 20 years old. You might not make 40 years old. The Lord showed me all of this, and I had to get up off that road to destruction. So when your prayers and your blessings when it's not right then, thank God that it's not right then. Old song I heard the other day, once again, it said your blessings are not denied, they just delayed. And some of us got a problem with that waiting period. But we human. David had a problem wondering why God wouldn't wipe the wicked out like he wanted right away. God had to show David something. David got mad that the wicked was prospering. Hannah cried out, oh, how long? Waiting on the son. Hannah had to wait. David had to wait. Moses had to wait. Abraham, every last one of them that built their faith up because they had to wait on God. I don't care who you name in the Bible, they had some point where they had to hold on, they had to struggle and go through just to get their blessing. See, a lot of us want a blessing, but we don't want to go through the steps to get that blessing. And one of those steps to being blessed is suffering, persecution, struggling. Don't nobody just hand you nothing. Oh yeah, let me say that right, the devil do. The devil is handing out blessings. So with that being said, that's my real talk for today, waiting. Some of us getting mad because our prayers are not answered right away. I'm going to say this. Back then, before I was going to get married, I'm so glad that the Lord showed me my answers. And he told me no. On a whole lot of things, the Lord had to sit me down and say no. And I had to recognize who was talking to me, because the devil was really trying to get the best of me about 10 years back, 11 years back. And now that I look back over my life, I said, Lord, thank you for not giving me them answers that I wanted on my time. Even when Yahshua was praying to the Father 3 times, he said, let your will be done. And if we could learn, as I close, if we could learn when we pray to say, Lord, if we could end our prayer saying, Lord, let your will be done, not my will, we'll be way better off. With that being said, y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. Peace.